And we are not live. We're recording today, Scotty.
We are. This is a very special episode of Set to Stun, a Burnettwork exclusive. My name is Scotty R37, and Steve is in engineering with the news.
Yes,
Sir,
I
I am
am.
at an undisclosed location.
Yes, we're bunkered down, huddled up, and all that in Canada.
In Canada. It's
Okay,
a
so
lovely day, but we do have Star Trek news.
yeah, we're like we for these special episodes, we're going to do one piece of news, and then we'll do our list, and then we'll say goodbye. So to get us started, the first item or the only item, news item today. Star Trek Discovery Season 4 reshooting may have caused rumors of a fifth season. Star Trek Discovery Season 4, which is slated to release sometime later this year, might have caused rumors of a fifth season due to its reshooting schedule.
The much-awaited Star Trek Discovery Season 4 reshoots have hinted at the possibility of a Season 5 of the show being on the cards. In the cards? On the cards. The rumors have ignited due to a tweet exchange when the writer Kyle Jarrow, what a great Star Trek name, Kyle Jarrow tweeted a photo of him in a face paint, to which another writer from Discovery, Michelle Paradise, tweeted back, "If you don't show up for the first day of the room with that exact look, I'll be seriously bummed."
Yeah.
This led to a floating rumor that Discovery is getting a fifth season. However, Paradise just revealed on Twitter that she's heading back to Toronto to finish shooting on Season 4 of Star Trek Discovery. The writers involved in the reshooting have to curate content and create new stuff to be used in the show, which means this is something different from her earlier statement regarding the first day in the room. Heavens. So there's going to be more Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah, so we heard last week there was some reshoots from an actor who plays a Vulcan, a high council Vulcan something or other on the show, but she had to go back in for reshoots too. So it looks like, I don't know, Scotty. I don't know if this means they're starting to shoot season 5, or they just needed to do. They wanted to go a different way with maybe the end of season 4. They had something that they just needed to fix. I don't know.
It is a distinct possibility, yes.
It is interesting though. I mean, do you care either way whether they announce not announce, but if there's a season 5 or if this is just for season 4?
No, I do not care. I like everyone else who likes Star Trek and wants it to be good. I just want it to be good. Yeah. I'm really hoping that it will be. And these kinds of things, like these recalls, these reshoots, I don't know. I'd have to see episodes to actually find out if I care. Because quite frankly, Discovery is about war criminals. So I don't like it.
Right? Yeah, I know. I gave it a shot. Look, it's Star Trek, so I watch it.
Yeah, me too.
And that's just the way it goes with Star Wars and Star Trek. Whether I really like it or not, it's a whole different ball of wax. It's a whole different conversation.
That is true. I hate to editorialize. I apologize.
No, it's fine. So, I mean, of course, I'm going to watch it. And, watching it, especially season 3. I mean, the first 2 seasons were okay, I guess. They never felt like Star Trek to me. It feels like something else. I consider all of this stuff since 2009 Kelvin timeline, Elseworld, something else other than Star Trek. But season 3 was really a mess for me. I was like, ugh, I didn't like any of it. There's some redeeming stuff in the first couple of seasons, an episode here or something they do there, but I really didn't care for season 3. I don't know where they're going to go in season 4, so
yeah,
who knows? But it looks like, to me, it looks like these guys want to keep this thing going for a while. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting season 5, 6, and 7 at least. Right?
Long-running franchise wants to be longer-running franchise. This just in.
Yeah. News at 11.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I don't know. Even with season 3, what they did with the Guardian of Forever is that's coloring outside, way too far outside the lines. You've left the coloring book and you are writing on the walls.
It is. And even if you approach it as, okay, this is Elseworlds, some things are sacrosanct, man. Some things just, I don't know. Maybe it's just too close to it. And, you know, I can no longer enjoy it for what it has become. I don't know. But like I said, it's Star Trek, and I'll keep watching the damn thing because it is.
I want it to be good.
Yeah. So let's move on to our list for today. Just a quick little news piece. We just get in and out of that one, but we do
good. We're promoting the good of Star Trek.
We do have a good one. So we also do this just to let everybody know. We do these lists on our shows, Set to Stun, on the Phantasmagorium show channel with hosts Scotty R37 and Chandra. We go live every Monday night, so check us out there. But we like to do these lists and we run them down. But we thought we'd bring it here for these Burnettwork exclusives. This one, Scotty, today we're going to rank the top 5 Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
Do you have your list ready?
I am at the ready, sir.
Okay. Do you want to start? Do you want me to start with that number 5?
No, I want you to go first.
Okay. My number 5 is Star Trek First Contact.
Okay.
So on the list, and I reserve the right to change my list at any given time because it does change. It's not a set in stone list, but my number 5 is First Contact. While not my favorite of the Next Generation movies, it is a good one. I do like it. Good enough to make my top 5. There's some stuff with the Borg that I know a lot of people don't like in this movie, but I do. I kind of like it all. I think it kind of although the Picard character changes a little bit, I do like the Alfred Woodard Ahab stuff. I think that, I mean, it felt like Star Trek to me, or it felt like TNG to me anyways. And for a movie, the second movie, basically the first all on their own, I did like it. So that way it makes my number 5.
Okay. Well, I don't have any Next Generation movies in my top 5.
Shocker.
No, I know, right?
Yeah.
My number 5 is Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Okay.
It is probably Shatner's best acting in the entire series.
Okay.
In terms of his response to the death of David, spoilers. And you get Christopher Lloyd as Commander Kruge. You get John Larroquette as a Klingon. Amazing. I enjoyed the direction. It's a briskly paced Star Trek film. Leonard Nimoy in his Star Trek directorial debut. And I really I love everything about it, and especially the highlight of DeForest Kelley. I was a young man when I decided that Dr. McCoy was my favorite Star Trek character. And so, having it a highlight. I remember even back to the Tholian Web when they took away Captain Kirk and he was phasing in and out of existence. And I was like, I miss Captain Kirk and Dr. McCoy talking. I don't really care for this Spock fellow. So, and it's not to say that I don't like Spock. I'm just saying that the dynamic of Kirk and McCoy I find more endearing and engaging than Spock and Kirk, or Spock and McCoy.
Well, so it's definitely warmer, right?
Yes. Well, it's human.
Yeah, human.
So it's interesting. It's very interesting. But I adore that film, and it is one of those movies that, I put it on in the background, and it's just a nice soundtrack to listen to. And even the soundtrack, like the score, amazing.
That one didn't make my list. I have it down further on the list as a whole, but not a. I wouldn't call it a bad movie, but it's one that I don't frequent. I don't go back to a lot.
Okay.
Unless I'm watching, all of them in order again, which I do from time to time.
Of course.
So
the trilogy is great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your number
My
4.
number 4 on the list is The Undiscovered Country.
Mine too.
Really? Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this. But I do like this. This particular story is good. From Christopher Plummer, the acting is awesome. Just all across the board. I like the story in this one. This doesn't seem to be on everybody's top of everybody's list either, but I really do enjoy it. So it makes my number 4. But I am interested to hear your thoughts on this one.
Well, I'm a huge fan of Hunt for Red October, and this is like the Star Trek version of Hunt for Red October, where there's political intrigue and things going on all around the galaxy. And again, it's sort of self-referential. It acknowledges its past, even when Martia, the shapeshifter played by Iman, it makes out with Kirk, and McCoy is like, "What is it with you?"
Right?
And he's like, "I don't know. You think we're done for now?" And McCoy's like, "Yep, more than ever." It's like there are away team missions and political intrigue and
Rua Pente.
Oh, and the commandant. Oh, he's such a fantastic actor. I wish I could remember his name at the moment. But he played Ira Graves in Next Generation. Amazing. And also it was sort of that intersection of all of the Star Treks at the same time, even if it wasn't official. Like you had Renee Auberjonois in there, you have Michael Dorn in there, and the entire Christian Slater, added bonus. Christian Slater.
Right. I always forget that he's in there, but yeah, he's in there. Like that.
Apparently his payment was the uniform.
But hey,
that's what
done. I'd take it.
I would too. Oh my god.
For sure.
So
are we ready to go on to number 3?
Yes.
Number 3. So my number 3 is The Voyage Home. Which is another one that people don't usually put at the top of their lists, but I really enjoy this movie. And I don't know if it's just because of how old I was when I first saw the movie. Maybe it's just kind of landed for me, right? I don't know. But here's, it's a double dumbass on you. I mean, come on. The movie's awesome. And in that way where it's kind of just, I don't know if it's poking fun at itself and having fun. It's just seemed like a really fun Star Trek movie. There's some serious parts, obviously, but mostly it's just a fun movie. So I really like that. The whales thing was cool. I think that whale ship was really cool.
The whale ship?
The ship what do you call it?
The bird of prey.
No. The isn't it the cylinder with the
the probe?
The probe.
Yeah.
That thing is badass.
No, absolutely, and great sound design on that. I can't talk about it too much because it's higher up on my list.
Oh, okay. So, okay. I'll then let's go to your number 3.
My number 3 is Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Speaking of things that are space related and sound amazing, I love the sound of the V'ger cloud. I think it is one of the best designed audio character cues ever in terms of what are we doing now? It's V'ger. I really enjoy that. And anyone who tells
starships.
Me, and when anybody tells me that is the sound of the explosion from Attack of the Clones, I'm like, no, that's V'ger.
Right.
Spicy. So, but yeah, no, this Star Trek: The Motion Picture, I enjoy the slow motion picture. I enjoy the beauty shots of the refit Enterprise. I enjoy the reconnection between all of the main characters, all of them, all of them. Kirk, Spock, and McCoy reigniting their friendship, and after subtextually being pushed apart, and it's a great putting the band back together movie. Gorgeous in terms of its special effect, and awesome in the traditional sense with its score. I absolutely adore Star Trek: The Motion Picture. What's your number 3?
Awesome. The score is awesome on that on the movie. It didn't make my top 5, but it landed at 6. I mean, it just didn't make it in. I do enjoy that a lot more than some of the other Star Trek movies, but you know,
well, and also
it is what it is. It just didn't make it.
The hottest bald woman ever put to screen.
Oh yes,
I'm sorry, Sigourney Weaver in Alien 3.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on to number 2.
Yes.
My number 2 is probably most people's number 1, which is Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Mine too.
So it is an amazing film. Ricardo Montalban obviously is Khan. Just everything that happens in this movie. It's almost, it reminds me almost in a Shakespearean style of Undiscovered Country. Reminds me of that the Shakespeareanness, that heaviness, that I don't know. It's just something about both of those movies. They seem very Shakespearean to me.
Well, both directed by Nicholas Meyer, who was a big fan of the nautical theme. Gene Roddenberry himself was not very pleased with the militarization and the rank structure that was put into Wrath of Khan and Undiscovered Country. But it was absolutely natural in terms of the way that Gene Roddenberry initially pitched Captain Kirk was as Horatio Hornblower. He was a nautical man.
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that Gene Roddenberry tried to sort of stray away from the militarism, or at least the rank structure. Because even if you read the original series Bible, it is very structured in terms of would you see these people crying on the bridge? No, this is an organization that is dedicated to this kind of stuff. And that sort of speaks to why I have a little bit of a souring towards modern Star Trek, but that's a whole other thing.
Well, no, I mean, it's interesting because it's true. Look, if we're going to send people on the most elite starship that we've ever built as a race, as a human race, they're going to be the cream of the crop, top echelon people. They're not going to be whining and crying about nonsense. They're gonna shape up or ship out. They're going to get their shit together, and they have to be on, because you have to be on. You never know what's lurking around the next star system. What you're going to come across. So you have to be on your toes constantly.
There may be a giant hand being produced by a Greek god that was exiled. Like, there's energies everywhere. Heavens.
And then you have to know what to do. You have to be good at your job. You have to be emotionally stable. It's just with the new Trek, it's just weird. It's just, I mean, like, these people, not only as a Marine, I don't want to serve with these people. I don't want them serving on basically the biggest, best, most elite starship in the fleet. It just doesn't make any sense to me, right?
Like, even the cooks have to be good.
Yes. Goddamn right. Gotta eat.
So, but I enjoyed that injection of sort of swashbuckling 19th century ship seafaring adventure.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the way that Wrath of Khan sort of presented that and made that part of the way Star Trek moved forward. Like, it is highly regarded as one of the best, if not the best Star Trek movie. Like, I have one more and you have one more, so sorry to disappoint.
Yeah.
But this is part of the DNA of Star Trek, is the Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, I love the movie, and it's only because I like this other movie we're going to get to here in a minute, just a little bit better. And like I said, that can change with my mood a little bit, and rewatching and that kind of thing. But so that leads us into our number ones. My number one is actually a TNG movie, and it is Insurrection.
Really?
Tell
me why.
It's my favorite Star Trek movie. I I don't know for sure why it landed as hard as it did for me, except for the fact that TNG brought me into the fandom. It brought me into Star Trek, and we talked a little bit about that on the show.
Yeah.
But so I have a reverence for that. Also, it's the only Star Trek movie that feels like a long episode. It actually doesn't feel like a movie. It feels like it was a 2-part episode, season 7, and they put it on the big screen. I love that about it. There's some things. Look, none of these movies are perfect. You can pick them apart if you want to. I don't care to do that. I actually, I don't criticize like that too much with these movies because they're so fun, and because I'm a Star Trek fan. But so you can pick. There's a lot to pick apart, obviously, in all of these movies. But Insurrection, for sure, I love the movie. Always loved the movie, and I don't know why, other than just the way it landed for me. I like all the characters in the movie. Yeah, it's a good one. It's still, when anybody asks, I always tell them Insurrection or Wrath of Khan. It fluctuates for me, and I always get the same look you just gave me. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, have you noticed your boobs started to firm up?
I did.
Not that we would care about such a thing.
No, we wouldn't.
No. Insurrection, really?
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's a minority. I'm in the minority. It's a minority pick, but it is one of my favorite Star Wars, if not my favorite Star Trek movie.
To what you love.
To what I love. Thank you very much.
Mine is Voyage Home.
Yes. Okay. That's what I figured.
It is the nicest, best movie out of the entire series. It is engaging. The time travel, the fish out of water, but also if you're a Star Trek fan, you understand that they are doing a job. But if you're not a Star Trek fan, they are silly Star Trek people. It is so open to everything. You can show it on a first date, or you can show it as you just want to watch something kind of cute on afternoon. It's awesome. I love it. It is probably the movie that I revisit in the Star Trek franchise the most, aside from Star Trek 5, but I would have a hard time putting that on a top 5. So, yeah.
Transparent aluminum?
Transparent aluminum. Hello, computer.
Computer.
Just use the keyboard.
Just use the keyboard.
It's amazing.
There's such quotables in that movie. I like that movie, and it's number 3 for me, but top 3 for sure. I would wonder if it's on the top 3 of most people's list if they made a top 5 list. In fact, we want to hear your top 5 list. So in the comment section below, please leave your top 5 list, and we'll check those out and see if you can tell, or you can tell me how bad my list is. That's okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, do it.
But I want to see your list. If you're gonna criticize my list, I got to see your list. So put it down in the comment section, please, and we'll check those out when this airs. Yeah,
I can't wait. And if you're also interested, you should check out Chandra and my top favorite Next Generation movies.
Yes,
that's going to have happened on Set to Stun episode 2, which you can also check out live on Monday nights.
Yep, at 6:30
Pacific and 9:30 Eastern.
Yep, awesome. Well, we'll keep this short and sweet this episode, Scotty. Those were fun. I love doing these lists. They're really fun. I love doing these shows with you. And hopefully you guys enjoyed what we brought. And like we said, I want to see your list.
Insurrection, really?
You're a jerk.
All right, let's go.
All right. So for Scotty R37, I am Steve Foley. Have a great day, everybody.
See you guys.